Hello and welcome to my new house. Yes, this is the editing post-production studio which I've completed. I've been in the house now for a bit more than a week, and it's tons of work to do. This was actually kind of a basement storage which the previous family had here, with some wallpaper with the fungus in the bottom, and just a raw concrete floor. So it has been a bit of reconstruction to get it working as a post-production studio. Same goes with of course the garage, where I'll have my new model railroad, and also the other areas. As always, when you move, there is always a lot of things to do. In the last video I made a sale pitch for my layout, my model railroad. And yeah, actually there was quite a few people interested in buying the layout, some from very remote locations, and then the transport became an issue. So it ended up with a family down in the Netherlands. They have a grandpa there who's 85 years old, and he's been building model railroad all his life. And now in the older days he realized he cannot, you know, continue to build model railroads, but he's like constantly talking about running and building model railroads. So his daughter and her son, so 3 generations, they all get together and decided to buy my layout, and you know, to maintain a kind of quality time together there, 3 generations with my layout. So it really warms my heart. I think it was a really good destination for the layout. And I took it apart into 2 big main sections, and then the station area in a separate module, and it all went very well. I hope it will not be too much work for them to get it all running there once they have it in place. So and I'm now ready for my new layout here in this new house. And we're gonna have a look at the facility here. So let's start in the garage.
As you can see, there's a lot of boxes still, and a lot of stuff which needs to be cleared away. But otherwise the space is actually better than my previous garage. It's almost 2 meters longer, and there's also space to work in the garage. In the previous location I had to do all the bench work, I would say, in a room next door, and then bring everything to the layout room. So that's a big improvement as well. Now there are some cracks in the basement which needs to be taken care of. I have a company coming in to strengthen up the foundation of the house. See, half of the house is on clay and the rest on a mountain, and that has made the entire basement crack. I've ordered a new heater to get more space in the heater room, so I can have the 3D print studio there with separate exhaust and all the machines, as well as the laser cutter and all the other stuff. It will all be fitted here into closed cabinets.
One of the more common comments I got to this fact that I'm relocating from Stockholm on the east coast to an island outside Gothenburg on the west coast is like, well, what are you doing on an island? There's no rail transport there or anything related to what you're doing. And I said, yeah, that's true. But if I take the ferry boat back to the mainland, it's just a 15-minute ride with this ferry boat, you basically land into the largest port of Sweden, which is the Gothenburg port. And there they have oil refinery with all the rail traffic for supporting a refinery. They also have a container harbor with massive amount of container and all the traffic related to that. Plus, of course, they have the 2 Volvo factories here, Volvo cars with the rail traffic for that, and Volvo trucks. So it's actually a kind of epicenter here in Sweden for rail-bound traffic. So yeah, no, this island is completely free, except for my tracks. I will lay here in my garage from rail traffic, but I'm really close to, I would say, the core of rail transport here in Sweden. So it's a very interesting spot actually to be at. And this new layout, I'm building it according to, I would say, the same type of framework, structure and interconnection and modular approach as Brima, the German manufacturers of ready-made model railroads. So my aim is to complete this model railroad, I would say, within 2-3 years, and after that be able to sell it to you or people who don't really want to build an entire model railroad, but rather have I would say, a more or less ready-made model railroad and add details to it. So that's the aim per today, and we'll see where it all ends up. All right, so this video, the purpose with it was to answer some of the many questions I got in the comment field after the sales pitch video. Did you sell the layout and who bought it? And yeah, so that answers that. It also gives you a short tour of the new place and gives you some insight into what I plan for it and what the videos will be covering in the near future. I want to send a big thank you to you patrons supporting the channel on a monthly basis, making this all possible, and also of course you guys donating on a regular basis using the PayPal dialogue. Hey, if you're not yet a subscriber to the channel, subscribe. Enable that little bell and you will get a notification once the first video in the new build comes up on YouTube. Until that happens, take care and see ya!